Hello everyone, this is Maurizio, Marcom Director at EPC, and welcome to GaN Wine Lounge. We are here at PCIM showing in Nuremberg, and I have the pleasure to be here with Radu Bojoy, professor in power converters, electrical machines and drives, Politecnico di Torino. Hi Radu, welcome aboard. How are you?
Thank you. This is an exciting atmosphere here at the PCM as always. I'm together at the APC stand, and it is an honor and my pleasure to share with you our experience in the collaboration between Politecnico di Torino, Power Electronics Innovation Center, and efficient power conversion.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot for being here. So let's start talking about you. So please introduce yourself. Give us a bit of your background.
I'm an electrical engineer and I lead the Power Electronics Innovation Center at Politecnico di Torino, which deals with the value chain of power electronics, starting from back-end technologies, packaging, converters, and the end application. So we believe that this multidisciplinary approach is the key of success because today we typically talk about the design at system level rather than component level.
Thank you, Radu. So let's talk about GaN. So we often hear that GaN is no longer an emerging technology, but so a technology entering real industrial adoption. So from your perspective, so where are we today in the GaN technology, in the GaN maturity curve?
So I totally agree with you. The gallium nitride is not in the emerging technology phase. So to me, gallium nitride is in the transition from early adoption to mainstream deployment according to the application. So I can provide some examples. USB-C chargers or consumer power electronics, this mature and the mainstream satellite or telecom base stations. It is a mature technology. Data center, power supplies, early stage, automotive onboard chargers, and DC-DC converters. We talked today about solutions in phase of qualification.
Yeah.
Industrial power conversion, motor drives renewable energy, early adoption. Well, for main traction inverters for electrified vehicles, GaN is still considered as emerging because it is not mature yet, but we are working on that.
Yeah. So Politecnico di Torino is works closely with industry. So from your perspective, what trends are you seeing from industrial partners regarding the next generation of power conversion solutions?
Well, we need to distinguish between the
Sure.
languages used by academia and the industry. So the universities typically talk about performance, with focus on efficiency and power density, while industry talks about cost reduction, how fast the product can be scaled, supply chain, reliability, and failure free. So to me, the today we need to design faster our power conversion system, and the approach that is used must lead to failure free with a design that looks at the mission profile. So it is a matter of optimization. How we can do that? For example, artificial intelligence aided 3D design,
Yeah.
intensive modeling and digital twins, better packages and advanced cooling, because if we don't exploit well the properties of the semiconductors, of course we cannot improve them. So most likely the next competitive advantage will not be by chasing 0.1% of the efficiency of an isolated converter, but we need a complete approach of the system that must be better, more reliable, and cost effective.
Indeed, an example of collaboration in terms of academia and industry is your collaboration with EPC on GaN solutions, GaN technology, so technologies by using eGaN devices. So could you share what makes this collaboration so particularly valuable, and what technical or application level opportunities you see for emerging for the future in terms of EPC GaN technology?
Uh, well, typically the universities propose new topologies, new control
Yeah.
solutions. So they have more a long-term vision about what to study. Meanwhile, the companies they know very well what the market demands today, and they want a future product. So actually, to me, the collaboration between university and company is a key success to shorten the development time between an idea, a promising idea, to a final product. Coming to the second part
Sure.
of your question, so for me, the gallium nitride devices provided by efficient power conversion are particularly suitable for DC-DC converters, supply of data centers for AI, electrical drives for robots. This is a huge market. Aerospace and satellite power supplies, onboard chargers, and solar inverters as well.
So often when we talk in terms of semiconductor, for sure we discuss in terms of efficiency. Efficiency is the watchword probably in each technical market. Talking about motors, so motors are among, according to some analysis, the largest energy consumers worldwide. So, do you believe GaN-based motor control solution could become one of the biggest hidden opportunities for reducing this, let's say, issue for reducing global energy consumption for the next decades?
Well, thank you for the question. So, to me, the gallium nitride can change the paradigm of the how to supply the electrical motors. So, more specifically, to me, the gallium nitride will allow to shift from the PWM voltage supply to sinusoidal voltage supply. This will bring a moderate efficiency improvement, but also a drastic, a significant improvement of the EMI effects, because the PWM supply produces aging of the windings, leakage currents, bearings damage. So the motors will be cheaper, all right, and thanks to the gallium nitride technology.
So one fascinating topic is also the interaction between advanced semiconductors and control algorithms. How important is system level optimization in terms of device packaging, software, control intelligence? So all of these to increase for unlocking, I mean, the full value of GaN.
Well, I already mentioned that. So today, the key issue for success is the optimization of the system. So the multidisciplinary approach is crucial. So it is always better to avoid the sequential design of individual components. Because once you discover a problem, it's already too late. So a product must be developed faster than 10 years ago. So I am truly convinced that the system level approach is the best one for a new product.
Thank you, Radu. So my last question for this episode of GaN Wine Lounge. So what do you believe will be the biggest breakthrough in terms of power electronics that people are underestimating today?
Breakthrough or biggest breakthrough, it's an important word. So for me, no, the real breakthroughs were the invention of the transistor, of the thyristor, or of the IGBT in the 90s. No,
yeah.
uh, well. Uh, so I would avoid using very fancy words, but I would like to mention some key actions for the next future.
Sure.
And the first one is the transformation of the power converters from passive energy processing hardware into active, intelligent, highly integrated, and self-optimizing energy platform. So imagine a power converter able to um, analyze itself and reconfigure itself. Right? That's a big step. Then I want to point out the digital twins and the predictive maintenance, the artificial intelligence oriented design of power converters with focus on 3D design, and last but not least, the cryogenic power electronics, because the gallium nitride is particularly suitable for working at very low temperatures.
This is a good point. Indeed, we also have written an article about cryogenic, GaN for cryogenic, that will be posted shortly. Radu, thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Thank
for
you for
inviting me
joining
here.
us at
Thank
the
you.
GaN Wine Lounge, and I wish you a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much.